Okay, so here we are at the tables. I'll just start the video. Right off, just first things first, I want to say thank you to everyone who PM'd me and got in touch about the blue boxes on stars. I was complaining like a little girl about them because they are very annoying, and I didn't realize that you can actually turn them off. So thank you to everyone who pointed that out. I will certainly turn them off before my next video. You saw just down on the bottom right here that I raised Queen Jack in the small blind versus this guy's big blind. I did that for two reasons. It's primarily a bluff because I want to get him to fold being out of position and with not a great starting hand. But it's also, if he calls, it's not the end of the world because I think that he will call with a range which includes hands that I dominate, such as Jack 10 and well, basically, I mean, any jack. He can call with Queen 10, Queen 9, all of those hands. He can also call with sevens and lower pairs, in which case I will probably get at least one or two streets of value from him if I do spike an overcard. But yeah, the primary purpose of the bet, the raise pre-flop, is to get him to fold his big blind, which I find is quite effective at this level. With the ace-3 offsuit up here, I go ahead and re-raise to 275 over this guy's open. It's quite ironic that this hand would happen exactly after I've raised in exactly the same spot down here on the bottom right. The reason being that it shows both sides of the coin. Okay, so I raised the Queen Jack because I was trying to steal his big blind, but if he 3-bet me, I would almost certainly have to fold, just because his 3-betting range would be so strong versus me that I wouldn't be able to play out of position. And position obviously is a huge factor in that situation as well, because continuing out of position heads up with a suboptimal holding is quite difficult without the initiative. So I'm then flipping that on its head and putting this CH guy into exactly the same situation pre-flop. Now my hand is junk, obviously. You know, I can spike an overcard, which sometimes will be good because I don't put too much ace-x in his calling range. I think that if he has ace-x, it will be a hand like ace-queen suited or ace-queen offsuit exactly. Sometimes ace-jack suited, because I think that ace-king will come over the top of me. So I'm not overly concerned about my ace being dead, but I certainly won't be putting a great deal of money into the pot if an ace did flop that didn't give me 2-pair. But the point about this this raise that I'm making here is simply it just puts CH into the spot that I was trying to, well, I was just telling you was so bad down in the bottom right. He's out of position. I've raised it to an amount which makes it very difficult for him to play post-flop because he knows that I will be continuation betting a decent amount of flops. And he basically is put in a situation where he cannot continue most of the time.